Yesterday confirmed what many suspected, that it was classified information, in fact, forwarded from Huma Abedin to her husband, Anthony Weiner. When asked if it should be considered a crime, Democratic Senator Richard Blumenthal, well, he said this.
If there was classified information and it was improperly passed to a person unauthorized to receive it, yes, potentially it's a crime without knowing what the intentions were and so forth. There is potentially a prosecutable crime.
Should it have been prosecuted?
It still may be, potentially. It's not outside the statute of limitations, so far as I know, is one that the Department of Justice is going to have to decide. And the question is, who will decide it? That's why we need a special prosecutor to review all of this investigative material.
So, I'm actually going to come to you on this. Remember, I had the privilege of filling in for the Thanksgiving special of the 5, and Huma was my turkey of the year. Is this just the gift that keeps giving in the worst way for her? Is she become the scapegoat of the Dem Party?
When you have Richard Blumenthal recommending a special prosecutor to look into what happened, we all know she sent classified information, we know, to Anthony Weiner. The only reason why we know it is because Anthony Weiner was being investigated for texting or sexting a 15-year-old girl.
Sure. Horrible.
And so they had his computer, and oh, wow, look at this. We have Hillary Clinton's classified information.
Sure.
Yeah, hello, let's go prosecute. Let's go find out what he knows or what she did.
To the point that it is coming from her own party at this point, Krystal, how much more does that bolster the suspicion around it?
I mean, I don't know. Do people really want to go back and relitigate the Hillary email thing and Huma Abedin? I mean, fine. If there's some wrongdoing there, then I have no problem with people looking into it. So, yeah, the fact that it's a Democrat saying this. But it also shows that Democrats are not just reflexively partisan here. They're not just reflexively saying, no, because it's one of ours, we shouldn't go after them. If there was wrongdoing, let's look into it.
I like that point
that Krystal's
making, but I'm a little suspicious. Is that causal, right? Is that really how we should read that? Or is this just because it's Huma and it's Anthony Weiner and people are so sick to death of them, including in the Democratic Party, and they will happily throw them under the bus?
Yeah, I think you're right, Ebony. I think that it really is just these couple of examples that we're looking at right now. I don't think you can possibly say...
I will certainly throw Anthony Weiner under the bus.
Okay, to be clear. At least we can all agree on that.
He seems to do a pretty good job of that himself. He walks right out in front of it.
Just the hottest of hot men.
You know why this really matters? Because you have to prosecute bad behavior. This was bad behavior. When Huma Abedin, a trusted and cleared assistant, pushes classified material to someone who doesn't have that clearance, you can't say it's okay this time, don't do it again.
I think people feel bad for her, though, because she is married to the most embarrassing man in the entire universe. But that only can take it so far. You do have to, if you could just marry an embarrassing man and suffer no consequences, I would have gotten married a long time ago, but I know that's not how it works.
My wife would argue with that.
There does come a point where you say, okay, you know what, but if we're talking about the matters of our national security and there might be something to be found here, we all should be on the side of let's take a look at it.
I'm going to go on a deeper level, Kat. You know what? It's not just an accident that she married the most embarrassing man on the face of the earth. That was a choice. And I think that we all have to, seriously, we have to be very accountable for the people that we connect ourselves to, especially our spouses.
I think she has suffered plenty for her choice there.